Hello and welcome back to Airlearn English. If you're an A1 or A2 beginner level English learner, then this video is for you. Now, if you're intermediate or advanced, you may also find this video useful. But today, I'm going to speak a little slower than usual to help beginners understand everything clearly. Today, I'm going to teach you 10 essential English phrases. Important phrases? No. Very important phrases? No. Essential. Essential means phrases that you will use every single day. Let's go. First, we'll talk about phrases we use when meeting people. Alright, our first phrase is, how are you? How are you? Repeat after me. How are you? This is one of the most common greetings in English. If someone says, how are you? You can answer, good, thanks. Fine, thank you. Pretty good. I'm doing great. How are you? So these are some of the ways you can respond to, how are you? For example, how are you? Now you try responding. Perfect. Our second phrase is, nice to meet you. Imagine you meet someone for the first time. What should you say? Nice to meet you. You try this time. Nice to meet you. And the other person will usually say, nice to meet you too. Too. It means same. Also, like me too. Nice to meet you too. All right, let's practice real quick. Repeat after me, but say your name. Hi, I'm Hannah. It's nice to meet you. Now, one small note, instead of saying my name is, we often say I'm. For example, I'm Hannah, and I'm is just the short form of I am. So when someone tells us their name, we can say, it's nice to meet you, Hannah, or whatever their name is. Got it? Let's move on. We're going to talk about phrases you use when asking for help, okay? The first one is, excuse me. Excuse me. Repeat after me. Excuse me. This phrase is essential. Even as a native English speaker, I use it every day. Whether you're in a store, a restaurant, or the airport, it will be useful. If you want to ask for help, start by saying, excuse me. For example, excuse me, where's the restroom? Or imagine you want to help someone else or start a conversation with someone. You can also start by saying, excuse me. For example, excuse me, you dropped your wallet. Or when meeting someone new, excuse me, you look familiar. Have we met before? Now, if you want to get a waiter's attention or didn't hear what someone said, just say, excuse me. So this phrase is used in so many different situations. Excuse me. Let's look at phrase number 4. I don't understand. I don't understand. Now you try. I don't understand. This phrase is powerful because if you don't understand something, you should tell someone. And most native speakers will slow down and help you out. So you can say, I don't understand. Could you repeat that? Which leads us to our next phrase. Could you say that again? Could you say that again? Repeat after me this time. Could you say that again? Great job. Now, if someone is speaking too quickly or you don't hear them properly, just say, could you say that again? Even I use this all the time as a native speaker. So don't be afraid to ask someone, could you say that again? And to sound more polite, which it's always a good thing to be polite, add please. Could you please say that again? Got it? All right. Our third section is everyday errands. So when you're out and about, these are some phrases you'll use to get what you need. Phrase number 6, how much is this? How much is this? Repeat after me. How much is this? Perfect. So imagine you're in a store and you see something you want to buy. You should ask the shopkeeper, excuse me, how much is this shirt? How much is this lamp? And they'll reply with the price. It's $10 or it's $20. Simple, right? You use how much is this when you want to know the price of something. All right, phrase number 7 is can I have? Can I have? You repeat after me. Can I have? Okay, so in American English, this is one of the most common ways to order anything. You can say, can I have a coffee? Can I have a sandwich? Can I have a bottle of water? So let's practice. Can I have a coffee? You try. Now, one more way to make this more polite is instead of can, you can use the words could or may. You've probably heard them before. So you can say, could I have a coffee, please? May I have a coffee? Got it? Okay. Phrase number 8. This is definitely a phrase you're going to need. Where is the bathroom? Where is the bathroom? You repeat after me. Where is the bathroom? Great job. So in the United States, we either say bathroom or restroom. Where's the bathroom? Where's the restroom? Now, you might be wondering, what's the difference? Well, at someone's home, we ask, where's the bathroom? When we're out in public, say at a restaurant or a store, we say, where's the restroom? Now, don't worry about remembering those right now. People will understand what you're asking. Just say, where's the bathroom? All right, let's move on to social situations. We have two more phrases left. This one is I like this or I don't like this. I like this. I don't like this. Now you try. I like this. I don't like this. Okay, so you can either say, I don't like this, or you can say, I don't like that. Now, again, you might be wondering, what's the difference? Well, if the thing you're talking about is near you, say this. For example, I don't like this sandwich. If something is far away from you, you say that. I don't like that sandwich, okay? Imagine someone gives you food, you can say, I like this food. Or if someone plays you a song, I don't like this. Now, remember not to be rude. If someone put effort into making you food, you shouldn't say, I don't like this. I like this is positive. I don't like this is negative. And to be honest, in real conversations, Americans don't always say, I like this, I don't like this. To express more emotion, we say, I love this. Or if we don't like something, we say, this isn't really my thing. This is not really my thing. Or I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of this. So this is not really my thing, or that is not really my thing, is a polite way to say you don't like something. All right, our last phrase, phrase number 10. You've probably heard this before. Have a good day. Have a good day. Repeat after me. Have a good day. Great. We say have a good day when we're leaving somewhere, or maybe when a conversation is over. So instead of goodbye, most people will say have a good day, and the other person will reply you too. You too. We don't say have a good day you. It's just you too. You can also say have a great day, have a nice day, or have a good one. Have a good one sounds very American and casual. You try saying it. Have a good one. Perfect. Now, if you want to practice these phrases and actually remember them, check out the Airlearn app. I've linked it in the description for you. Now, let's quickly review all 10 phrases. When meeting people, we say, how are you? How are you? And nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. When asking for help, try saying, excuse me. Excuse me. I don't understand. I don't understand. And could you say that again? For everyday errands, we say, how much is this? Can I have? Where is the bathroom? Where is the restroom? And finally, in social situations, we can say, I like this. I like that. I don't like this. I don't like that. And have a good day, or even have a good one. Now, before you go, I want you to write a sentence in the comments using one of today's phrases. Choose any phrase and make a sentence. This will help you remember the phrases we just learned. For example, you can write something like, can I have a coffee, please? I don't understand what you're saying. Have a good one. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.